Alright, so Talofa class. Um, my name is Bonaparte Seupule, and this is my um, presentation about Enya. I have chosen Enya because she is one of my favorite singer myself. The reason why is because um, when she sings, like she brings like a relaxing feeling to me and my um, like whenever when I'm going through hard times, like when I listen to her, it always brings me good feelings to know that everything was going to be okay. And not only that, but it brings back a lot of good memories of myself as a child, as a young kid in Samoa myself when I grew up there. And when there's a lot of this these were the kind of songs that I used to listen to, and it's to me it's a blessing to be able to grow up and to be able to have the opportunity to listen to these songs too, and it touched my heart um, when I listen to her songs and her music. It's probably what the reason why she's one of my favorite uh, artists. So my first slide is about her life. Um, Enya. Enya was born in Athene, Brahonian. Um, it is the Irish pronunciation. I don't know if it's right, but sorry, it's not my language. Um, she was born on the 17th of May, 1961. Um, she is an Irish singer, instrumentalist, and songwriter. Enya is an approximate transliteration of how Athene is pronounced in the Irish language, which is her um, native tongue. She began her musical career in the 1980 when she briefly joined her family band before leaving to perform solo. Um, Enya, shortly after she joined uh, her family band, she gained wider recognition for her music in the 1986. And then shortly afterwards, her 1988 album was um, a high. It was like one of the famous. Her album called Watermark propelled her to further international fame, and she became known for her distinctive sound, characterized by voice layering, folk melodies, synthesized backdrops, and ethereal reverberations. She performed in 10 languages. Now that is something that is amazing to me. 10 languages. Um, and so in 1990s and 2000s, um, she continued to enjoy the success that came from her album. And one of her albums that came out that time was A Day Without Rain. That album sold 15 million copies, and I just couldn't believe it. 15 million copies, and it became the top-selling new age album of the 2000s in the US, according to Nelson SoundScan. She was named the world's best-selling female artist of 2001. She is Ireland's best-selling solo musician and is officially the country's second largest musical export after the band U2. Her album sales were more than 75 million worldwide, with over 26 million in album sales in the US. And she became famous. I mean, she was already famous, but then her album, from being one of the top um, selling album of the 2000s in the US, like just made her famous. And the link down here is the link that I was supposed to play. It is one of my favorite songs that she sang. And later on, at the end of my presentation, I will play that song um, for you guys. Sorry about it. Um, so my next slide, um, in the 1984 to 87, her career, that was where her career began, and those two links on the screen, those are the links of her two solo instrumental pieces called. The other is called Solar Wind, and the other is Miss Claire Remembers. That were released on the 1984 album Touch Level. She was first credited as Enya, as opposed to Ethne for writing some of the music for the 1984. And if I have time at the end, like I said, I will play those two soloist um, instrumentals myself. One of the uh, famous instrumentals at her time. Now, her popular albums. In the 1980 to 91, her international breakthrough, Watermark and Shipping Moons, one of the top um, hit. One of the top albums that came out, and she was famous um, ever since from '88 when her that album came out, and 1992 to 1999, the South or the Memory of the Trees, that is the name of the album, the Memory of Trees, and the Paint with the Skies was one of the songs that was in that album. That album became her one of the popular albums out on in the 90s, and um, in 2000 to 2004, A Day Without Rain. Um, all of those albums, I have like favorite songs from those albums, and one of them is the one that I will show you after my presentation. Um, 2005 to 2008, the Amarantine and Winter Came. That was one of the top selling albums in that time, 2005 to 2008. And then um, her current album there is right now is the very best of Enya. One of my favorite albums of her out there. She has a lot of albums uh, that was popular or famous, and as you notice that her voice is so different from all the other artists, and I think it's one thing that differentiate her from all the other artists herself. I really enjoyed her voice. It's because it's different from all the other singers, um, as you will hear her in the in after my presentation. You probably heard her many times, and it is probably one of your favorite songwriter or artist um, for some of you out there. And these were her notable awards. She won 4 Grammy Awards. Best New Age Album. The first Grammy Award she won was 1993, the Best New Age Album for Shepherd Moons, one of her albums that came out at that time. Grammy Awards of 1997, Best New Age Album for the Memory of Trees, one of her famous. The Grammy Awards of 2002, Best New Age Album for A Day Without Rain, and then Grammy Awards of 2007, Best New Age Album for Amaranthine. And right now I am going to play one of my favorite songs that she sings, and it is called Only Time. It is probably one of your guys' favorite song too, and so this is the song. Enjoy the song.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. And who can say if your love grows as your heart shows? Only time. We Who can say why your heart sighs as your love flies? Only time. And who can say why your heart cries when your love flies? Only time. We Who can say when the roads meet that love might be in your heart? And who can say when the day sleeps if the night keeps all your night keeps all your Who can say if your love grows as your heart chose? Only time. And who can say where the road goes, where the day flows? Only time. Who knows? Only time. Who knows? Only
Alright, guys. Hopefully you guys have got something out of my presentation. Thank you so much, and aloha.